Okay, so last week we looked at introducing PAYE or pay as you earn tax on your earnings. So today in this video we're going to look at two new taxes, PRSI, which is pay related social insurance, and USC, universal social charge. So we're going to concentrate on page 67, question number 11, to look at how these taxes are affect our earnings. So we're going to use this table here at the very top. So the PRSI rate is 4% on any gross income over €18,304. What that means that if you only earn 18,000, that means you don't have to pay PRSI, but if you earn more than 18,304, you pay PRSI on the amount over. On the USC, there is 4 bands. You pay 0.5% on any income up to €12,012, 2% on the next 7,862, 4.5% on the next 50,126, and if you earn more than those three amounts combined, you pay 8% on anything over and above that. So we're going to look at question 11, part 4. So Claire is an accountant who earns a gross pay of €87,000 per year. Now we're just going to concentrate on finding PRSI and USC for these, okay? So remember, PRSI, so we'll look at PRSI first of all. 4% on anything over €18,304. So the first thing is we have to figure out how much over that does she actually earn. So to do that, we subtract the two. So 87,000 minus 18,304 gives us 68,696. This amount here is the amount that she has to pay PRSI on. So we simply get 4% of this figure, and her PRSI that she has to pay for the year is €2,747.84. And always make sure that you give your answer correct to the nearest cent. Okay, so that's how we look at PRSI. So PRSI is simply a percentage of the balance over 18,304 in this case. It'll change depending on questions. All right, USC then is next. So again, we're going to start off with our gross pay of 87,000. Now in this one, we have to look at the 4 bands. So for USC, we have the first bracket is 12,012 by 0.5%. Now, if we're typing this in as a decimal, remember 0.5% is 0.005. If you're typing it in with using your percentage button, just type 0.5%. So 12,012 by 0.5% gives us €60.06. All right, so that's the first amount of USC that she pays. She pays 2% on the next 7,862. So 7,862 by 2% gives us €157.24. The next bracket is €50,126 by 4.5%. And we have 50,126 by 4.5%. That gives us €2,255.67. Now, the next section of her income is going to pay 8%. But the first thing we have to do is actually check, does she have to pay that? So her gross salary is 87,000. So if we add these three figures together, 12,012, 7,862 and 50,126, that gives us 70,000. Okay, that means that these three brackets are the first 70,000 of your wages. Anything over and above that, you pay the 8%. She earns 87,000, which means if we subtract 70,000 from 87,000, that gives us 17,000 of a bracket that she has to pay the 8% on. So 17,000 by 8% gives us €1,360. To find our total USC then, All we do is add these four figures. So we have 60.06, sorry. We have 157.24. We have 2255.67, and we have 1360. That gives us a total USC of €3,832.97. And that will be deducted from your gross wages, like the income tax that we dealt with previously. All right. Hope that makes sense. I'll give you some questions in an assignment, and we'll have our Zoom class tomorrow.